Hi, this is my beautiful midlife crisis. My name's Deborah and this is the video journal of my career transition. And this is sort of my first one signing in as my beautiful midlife crisis properly after the launch. And I think that flows a lot better off the tongue. That's often how I describe it. I often think of Divine Funk as my beautiful midlife crisis. Now, I normally open with some bass playing, and today I thought I'd open with a look at how I start learning things. Now, this is definitely not how you should start learning things. This is just something that I do, and this is a video journal, so you know I'm showing you what I do. So this is I'm going to just point the camera down here. This is a website called Songsterr, and I've got here the track that I haven't played before. It's by Maloko, Sing It Back. Sing it back, bring it back, sing it back to me. I don't know all the words, but we're doing that at Divine Funk on the Space show, the Space Odyssey. I keep saying Space Oddity. That's what I said on the radio the other day, and I need to get that right. It's an odyssey, not an oddity. And the video for this, when it first came out, was very spacey. So when we do it at the Arlington, there's going to be roller skates and silver tinsel wigs and just very spacey. So I've got to learn the bass line. And if you listen to that song, I won't put it on here so much because often copyright stuff comes up, but I'll just put snippets of it. You'll hear that the bass line is beautiful, melodic, quite sort of Balearic, really. Actually, let's just have a little listen. Let's turn my laptop up a bit. You can hear that? So that was with the bass line. I don't know if I can play it to you. Just let's play you the bass line on its own, so you can just hear that. Beautiful, isn't it? Very sort of Latin-y and delicious. Now let's just have a look at this software before I play it for you. Again, I'm not saying this is the right way to approach a song, because I know there's lots of teachers out there that I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So this is Songsterr. Here's the song, Sing It Back, and I can either play it's got all the tab, which is what I use at the moment, and it will either play the original song, or it will play a synthesized version which highlights the bass and makes it louder so I can hear the bass line better. You can see the cursors going along at the same speed as the music. So I can mute the bass so that I can be the bass player. Because sometimes if you leave the bass in there, you can think, oh, I sound amazing. And that's because the other bass is there as well. And you don't want that. You want to know solo. Let's try that. So you can just hear the bass line. Then you can look at the speed. So you can put the speed down to, let's try 75%. That's good. And you can gradually put that up as you start to get better at it. And then you can also do this thing loop. If you're struggling with a particular bit, it will go over those bits. You go over and over those bits so that you can just go, practice a particularly tricky bit. Let's put this up. Hello again. You can practice a particularly tricky bit round and round and round and round and round without touching it until you get it right. So essentially you can slow it down and speed it up. And for me, sometimes a song isn't on Songsterr, so I have to work it out by ear. That's great. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I resort to this. And what happens for me is that I learn the pattern and then I learn it off by heart, really, and then I forget about this bit. But let's take the loop off. Let's put the speed. I haven't started learning this one yet, so let's put the speed at 75% and go back to this bar here, and we'll just see how I get on. Yeah. Cool, right, let's go even slower. Let's go at 60% speed, just to really slow down on that. I hope you can hear this. I've just got the synth on. Now, I've decided I want to practice this bit here. Let's put a loop on. Right, let's put a loop. Right. Let's try that one. Right. And you can hear, probably, if you've got a good ear, you'll hear that I'm starting to speed up and take it a lot quicker than this, which means that a couple more times round, and oh, let's turn that down. A couple more times round and I'll start speeding up the pace, moving on to a different bit, and you know, gradually getting my loco in there. Oh, it's been a bit of a wild ride, really. Last time I spoke to you, I was having such an amazing time, and I still am. Not too much has changed. Certainly the direction of travel is fine and dandy and making me very happy, but it's been, I won't lie, it's been a difficult couple of days. Thursday exam results day did not go quite as expected. Then I took my car to the garage. I'd had just a little knock on it. I thought it was going to be a couple of £100 to get it resprayed. It's £2,000. I've got a legal matter in my other job that I need to resolve, and I've got ill. So I really feel, I mean, this is not like a tell-all diary, and I don't want to be, you know, expose myself too much online. But I do want to be honest about how life is, and actually yesterday really was like a sucker punch. It absolutely knocked the wind out of my sails. And I think that's probably what made me poorly. At the same time, it will all be all right. Everything will come out in the wash. And but it just, I thought that was interesting, the contrast between the session on Tuesday, which was like, I'm loving life, and the session today, which is like, oh, I feel like I've just been, you know, when they, Paul Hollywood gets the dough on the bake-off and he's put it in the proving drawer and you've got to kind of pound the dough. Yesterday, I took an absolute pounding from all different directions and I'm just feeling a bit bruised and battered and a little bit sensitive today. And I thought, oh gosh, I don't really want to make a YouTube today, but you know, I just want to hide under a rock. But that is not what this is about. You know, it's about showing up here, right, or, you know, if things are good or bad, regardless, because that's how life is, isn't it? On a positive note, the banner went up at the Arlington Rooms for Truly Red. So that's now advertising Truly Red at the Arlington on the 24th of October. Rowley was there yesterday, who is becoming our handyman, our resident handyman, putting the hooks in the ceiling for us so that we can have swings and hoops and all manner of things hanging from the ceiling. And it's a good sign, I think, because the owner of the Arlington has said, please future-proof it. So he obviously wants lots of future gigs, or would like that to be the case, and we would like that to be the case. Tickets are selling well, although we need to keep on that. Martha's nearly finished the dress, and that's something I thought I would show you, is I'm going to put some photos up now, because we found it very, just a bit of a challenge to dress Georgia. Nothing to do with Georgia herself, but just to get the right colouring, to get the right size, to get something that suits Georgia. We just couldn't find the right thing. So in the end, Martha's made her this beautiful 70s inspired dress. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, thank you. No, excuse me. That's going to have peacock feather trim round the sleeves, and it's just beautiful. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that, and I'm hoping, I mean, I can feel myself now. I've got really bad sore throat and headache and a bit perspiring a bit, and just kind of, oh, I don't feel so great. So I'm hoping that a little bit of rest over the weekend and I'll be back to fighting fit on Monday and ready to sort all these things out. But yeah, just the ups and downs that life deals you, isn't it? I'm going to say goodbye and hope that when I come back to you on Tuesday, things will be better. They will be better, they'll just be different. Yeah. Okay, you take care. Have a very good weekend. Bye-bye.